My name's Rhapsody and welcome back to Slay the Spire 2, where we're here to play the Regent, who is on the lowest difficulty I have left. Ascension 9, Deadly Enemies. Alright, Regent, what is it I don't understand about you? Maybe removing 2 cards from the deck, and then... Okay, let's try something. Maybe if I feel really strong, I can go for that elite at the end of the line, but we've got a 3 upgrade no elite path here. And if I take card removal at the start, I can try and get to the end of this floor with a... Oh, no, it's the Waterfall Giant. No! Alright, I gotta make sure I have some good sources of weaken and defense, otherwise I'm just gonna get exploded there. If I had to guess, I would say that probably confirms I don't go for the elite at the very end. Can't afford that HP loss unless I'm in a really good position. Yeah, we'll cut a strike and a defend, balance them across. Yeah, I guess I do use Falling Star. I have no other star cost in the deck, so if I got to play Venerate for free that turn, might as well. Oh, boy. Yeah, not thrilled about how the cycle went there, but it's okay, we'll finish you this turn. Star Potion, Bulwark, Knockout Blow, and Collision Course. I think Bulwark is probably... Like, it's both offensive and defensive. It's the only one of these that is. Okay, Falling Star is not going to let us kill anyone this turn. I can get pretty close. Okay. To split damage a little bit here. So Sovereign Blade plus a normal strike takes out Corpse in the front line. Or I could just do it this way and then use the Sovereign Blade next turn. Pale Blue Devastate and Gamble. I like Devastate a lot, especially if I haven't taken anything else with a star cost in the deck. 30 damage direct to a target is oftentimes just delete this target. I'll take the health here so that I can afford to use more of the rest sites as rest sites. I do have a late shop on this line, so... Let's not bloat the deck, let's take the money. Especially because I removed 2 cards at the very start. I think I can get away with this a little bit easier. Great. Hopefully the Tadpole in the backline is defending next turn. Great, they are. So I can take out the frontliner just with the Sovereign Blade. And I either take 12 damage or 4 damage this turn. So I'll take 4. Know Thy Place, Hidden Cache, Guiding Star. I'm not against the idea of taking another source of stars. I'll take 1 Hidden Cache. Then we'll upgrade Devastate for 10 additional damage. I'm gonna use a Star Potion. No. Nah, I don't need to do that. Oh, it'd be nice to have an AoE card here. Oh, that'd be nice. Oh well. 1, 2. Best defense I can get that turn. Hopefully I draw back to my Sovereign Blade in the strike. Oh my god. I do exactly that. There we go. Disabled again. Unfortunately, you've got a lot of strength on you, buddy. Oh boy. Alright, now I use the Star Potion and we'll just devastate you. Photon Cut, Solar Strike, Quasar. I'm leaning towards nothing or Quasar. I'm going to take nothing. Let's upgrade Bulwark for 3 more block and 3 more forge. Centennial Puzzle, the first time you lose HP each combat, draw 3 cards. Then upgrade Hidden Cache for an additional star. Perfect. Master of Creation, Glow, Spectrum Shift. Glow is Star Generation and Card Draw. Neutron Aegis. Ooh. I can't rely on my hand being empty for Restlessness trigger because we've got the sword that we want to retain a lot of the time. Neutron Aegis gain 8 plating is really, really exciting. That's a lot of defense for very little investment, and a deck that already has, like, quite high star investment. I can take that and remove a card. Okay, yeah, I'll do that then. Cut another strike. Considering I have 0 AoE in this deck, I don't think there's a way that I can even justify going for the elite. I was really hoping to draw Bulwark this turn. Guess it's at the very bottom of the deck. All good. We draw it now. Bulwark, Hidden Cache. I know I've got Devastate next turn as well. Knockout Blow, Conqueror, Hidden Cache. I don't actually want Conqueror. It's such a small forge amount. It only really matters if it does the double damage. And then, like... It doesn't feel especially powerful if it's waiting for that. Alright, I don't like the idea of taking the Sword of Stone here. I don't think I'm actually really going to get to utilize it that well. I'm going to dive into the water, and then I will rest in the next space so that I have 47 HP going into this final fight. I didn't get additional sources of weaken in this deck, unfortunately. Yeah, I'll leave. I'm not going to use Falling Star if it's only going to amp the damage of one card. Yeah, Neutron Aegis will allow us to stay real aggressive here, so... Seems worth having out, to my mind. Gotta keep him devastated. Hey, don't pen on mine. Another Bulwark. God, Bulwark's good. I know the next hand is likely to have both Falling Star as well as Devastate. Yeah, so I make sure to set myself up to be able to use both of those. Falling Star, Devastate. I'm going to use Energy Potion this turn as well, so that I can go Sovereign Blade, Hidden Cache, and defend, because I really do need to amp my speed against this enemy. Otherwise, like, I'm just one bad draw away from losing. Sovereign Blade with vulnerability and weakness. I'm bad at calculating vulnerability and weakness at the same time. I'm dealing 25% less damage. But then this with vulnerability, so... 18 more than this, I think? Kill him! Okay, kills him by 1! And it's not 18 more, it's, 9? 19? Anyway, you've died now. And it's my job to defend my body against the explosion. Beat into shape, make it so, and crash landing. With the amount of skills that we have in this deck and the fact that we want to play them quite consistently, I could see make it so. Relatively low deck cost if I draw it out by playing skills. Beat into shape, deal 5 damage, forge 5, forges 5 additional times for each time you've hit this turn. I don't have anything that really triggers that. Crash landing, just to have a source of AoE in this deck, does make some sense. But the fact that I'm running really, really thin, to my mind at least, decreases the value of this card quite significantly, because I can't just play it and then, you know, consequences be damned. I'm gonna draw back into those debris. Give me make it so. Ooh, Darth.
To my new friend, do I have something for you?
I'm listening.
I'd give it, but the architect nabbed it from me. Help a buddy out and do me a favor, will ya?
Pandora's? Only 1/2 cost in the deck, a couple of 0 costs. That doesn't seem good. The Snecko Eye was what I was talking about there. I said Pandora's, but I was talking about the other one. Yeah, you know what? I don't want the Curse of the Bell. Transform my 2 strikes and 3 defends. Unfortunately, after that, I've got 2 defensive cards in the entire deck, so I really should play safe this floor as well, which means, am I going to kill any elites this run, or what am I going to do? I can't just dodge every elite. That is not just cowardice. It's, well, I was trying to think of something worse than cowardice, but, no, it's cowardice. Oh, damn. I kind of wish I had Tez Katara and the Golden Path here. This, sucks. I guess the safest version of this that I can do is hug the left, rather. Take 1 elite here, 1 midline rest, 2 midline rest, 3 question marks. Ooh. Particle Wall's a pretty good pickup with the amount of, star generation that we have in this deck. We also got more star generation and a defend for star cost. So actually, this has worked out pretty well for us. We basically have the same amount of defensive cards. Monologue, when you play a card this turn, gain 1 strength this turn. It's pretty good, but I have no multi-strikes, so that's probably not an important card in this deck. And then we also have Crash Landing, so, you know, we'll see if we get to use that. I'm gonna decide here at that question mark whether I go right or left. Okay. Gotta remember, I'm not holding Monologue, I don't retain Monologue or anything like that, so it's just worth playing. Yep. And then I can make it so. And then defend 1 more time. Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. I mean, I don't want a Crash Landing here. Well defended, though. Glow. I'm gonna go Fallen Star, Devastate, Hidden Case, just to try and make sure that I have the material to do that again next turn if I need to. And, oh my gosh, I can do that again next turn, and we need to. Charge. Now, Charge is good, but with the way that I'm currently treating the deck, is it that good? It can burn out debris that gets back into my draw cycle, I guess. Choose a card in hand to transform into the minion dive bomb. If this was pre-upgraded, I might actually take it. But lacking that additional 4 damage, it's still 2 energy and cost, which is pretty high. I want to stay thin because I don't think any of these solve a problem the deck is currently running into. Ooh, upgraded common skill, I think, here. Yeah, absolutely. Know thy place? Just a little bit more density. It's also a 0-cost skill, right? So it's good for throwing Make It So back into hand. But it's a little higher density for weaken vulnerability in this deck. Make It So getting 2 more damage, actually pretty significant. Let's sharpen that Make It So up. I'll take the lefts. I really don't feel confident. We'll Monologue, Venerate. Unfortunately, I can't just blow any of you nerds up, so I've just gotta, like, drop 2 particle walls and throw a Make It So at you. It's okay to let Make It So do most of our damage, right? Welcome back to hand, Make It So. I'm gonna fish for a colorless potion because this is a surprisingly high amount of damage for me to be taking this turn. I'll take Uproar. 7 damage twice. Ooh, okay. That works. It played a random attack from the draw pile. It happened to be Crash Landing, giving me all this debris, which I'm not thrilled about, but it did prevent 12 incoming damage, which I am thrilled about. So I average out to plussed. I'm not non-plussed, I'm plussed. Come on. Yeah, I'm going to focus on longevity here. Severance is really useful here, not only because it kills, but it also gives me another skill in hand, which costs 0, so I can play that. Gather Light, gains 7 block and 1 star. That's pretty much exactly the kind of defend I want in this deck. In terms of upgrades, Crash Landing being more likely to actually end the fight, especially considering I'm going up against one elite, and the one elite that I'm going up against could be those bugs. The bugs, the worm, the decimillipede. Okay, I don't have vulnerability in this hand, which means the value of Devastate just went severely down, unfortunately. Okay, I got it, it's fine. So we can Devastate you, then Crash Landing, and make it so on the back line. Beautiful. Is my star generation high enough that I can take Gamma Blast? It's additional weaken vulnerability. It's also pretty good damage. Star generation is single cycle for us, assuming we play all star cards, which we shouldn't assume, but assuming we do. 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 12, 13. 13. 1 cycle's worth of playing everything. Again, assuming we don't. Assuming we do. We usually don't. 6, 11, 12, 14. Okay, yeah, no, we can't take higher cost. Oh god, not this guy. Oh boy. This is a really unfortunate first turn because of how little I can actually accomplish. I can weaken and vulnerable you, and then you immediately lose that weaken and vulnerable. I can play Hidden Cache. That's it. I'm gonna use this attack potion to fish for something that can help me affect my hand in some way. Well, look, at least Kingly Kick will do some damage this turn. 1, 2, alright, fine. Cloak of Stars, so I can play Make It So I don't have to naturally draw into it. Okay. I mean, Bulwark through and through is part of this turn. I just have to figure out the rest of it. I think I just overwhelm my star generation so I can just play whatever the hell I want, especially because I'm drawing additional cards this turn. Did I get vulnerability? I did. Monologue, Falling Star. Before I empty another card out of hand, I will... Actually, hang on. No, before I empty another card out of hand. Devastate. Finishes the fight. Great. Crescent Spear, Photon Cut, Solar Strike. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 cards in the deck. This would deal 16 damage for 1 energy, 1 star. I gotta be honest, that's not bad. Is it reasonable when it's compared to things like Make It So and Devastate in the deck, though? No, not at all. Cards containing Strike deal 3 additional damage. Shining Strike, especially. Seems like a likely pickup with that. I think Make It So. It's played 2 times in an average fight. Ugh. Not this fight, though. Monologue. Falling Star. Make It So. Gather Light. Oh, nice. Get him with that particle wall. I'm gonna glow. 1 more particle wall. Get the Make It So back. Play Make It So. Then Devastate for 60. I don't want to start summarizing my learnings from this episode, but I have thoughts. I'll share them with you at the end. If I forget to, feel free to badger me in the comments until I share them in a comment instead. That, and then Sovereign Great. Down. Second Bulwark. I think we might be, like, defense complete with one more Bulwark. Okay, it's not the AoE fight. We did, unfortunately, draw Make It So on the first turn. As much as I want to throw the Devastator... 66. No. Rhapsody, you know the right option there is defend. You know it. 30 incoming damage this turn. I've got Particle Wall quite well set up as well. Let's get that. Twice. Hit it thrice. Pull back to Make It So. Play you. Am I crash landing? No. The additional energy from crash landing doesn't accomplish anything this time. I'll Soul Blade before the cycle and then play 2 more defensive cards. Take no damage this turn. Make It So before I play any more skills. $43 with vulnerability adds 21 damage to it, making you 64 damage. 64 damage. Ah, gosh. I'm short this turn. I have to attack first to play Bulwark after. I can't do it in the other order, unfortunately, there. It's fine, I take some damage this turn, and then we just kill you. Vambrace. First time you gain block from a card each combat, double the amount. Manifest Authority. Gain 7 block, add a random colorless card into your hand. I'm not against that, especially when it's upgraded. Upgraded colorless cards can just be ridiculously good. I don't think I need too many copies of that in the deck. I think I'm actually quite defensive as a deck so far. Maybe I need to attend to that a little. 1, 2. Perfect. Fully blocked. Did decent damage on the first turn. Things are gonna occur. I feel like I'm risking the fate catching up to me by saying things are going okay, but currently I will tempt fate by saying things are going pretty good, actually. What do you mean that's barely a sentence? Let's get that 3 times. Make it so. Particle Wall just returning Make It So to hand is so lovely. Debris is short on the lethal, so of course I have to defend this turn. E. Oh my god, give me damage. Thank you. Make It So is real good. Crab? Yeah, I'm gonna drop this skill bot. I'm gonna use the strength bot in the crab fight. Knockout blow. 3 energy, deals 38 damage rather. If this kills an enemy, gain 3 stars. I'm not convinced I can really support the energy cost of that. I'm almost leaning more towards hegemony, which I'm also not going to take. Yeah, see, this is the crash landing, like, fight, but it's way too early. There's no way I can play it. Like, if I'm in the perfect position to play a thing and I still don't want to play the thing, probably says something about whether or not the thing is good for me, right? Or maybe this isn't the perfect position to play it. I guess that's also a possibility. Cloak. Pull up. Pulls Make It So back. I'm ready to make something so. Get so. Great. You're off turn. I'm gonna go Hidden Cage Sovereign Blade there. Bulwark, Neutron, Aegis. I don't have to take any damage, do you? Hopefully. Oh, thank heck. I was looking at that hand and I was like, no, I said it too soon!
Too soon, Executus.
Monologue, hit him with the jackpot. Monologue again, make it so, make it so. And then just breathe in the general direction of this. Lethal? No. Oh, fine, there we go. Make it so. Summon forth, glow, and photon cut. How much do I need another glow in this deck? With 2 make it so's in the deck and a couple of 0-cost cards, feels like a second one fits, especially because a very, very high tier draw for me at the moment is alignment. Like a Neutron Aegis upgrade. Gonna use at least 1 strength pot in this fight. I might use the second one. Glow before we do anything else. Okay, Keish gives me the ability to play the Neutron Aegis this turn, but I won't be able to turn around if I do that. So I could get 14, I could get 11. It's probably best for me just to leave Neutron Aegis in this cycle, play it later, and manifest Authority, use Particle Wall, and then turn around. Oh, you. Actually, no, I wasn't going to play another skill unless I did that. So yeah, I actually did need to do that. Then if I turn around, 50% less damage, you're doing 14, 14-4 behind me. Yeah, I guess I'll weaken you and then attack you that way. You kidding me? 10, 6. You know what? Hit me for 2 damage. Draw me my 3 more cards. Thank you. Especially because I know many of these cards are 0 cost left in here. Turn around, tell them to know thy place. Cloak of Stars brings back Make It So. Make It So does damage points. As much as I do want to start throwing up the bulwarks, I really do think Glow, Gather Light, Hidden Cache, Make It So again. Take 7 damage this turn. Monologue, Glow. Yeah. This one feels like Fallen Star Bulwark. Oh no! I missed out on my Make It So. It's really good damage. I need to be playing that. Okay. Annoyingly, I do need to be able to turn around here. Oh no, 3 skills, 3 skills. Remember, Raps? That's the thing you do. And then if I drop Bulwark, I can Make It So to turn back around. I only take 20 damage this time. I'm scared enough that I'm going to use the second potion. Didn't want to do that. I did that though, so I'm probably fine, right? Bulwark up, get that Sovereign Blade bigger. My damage is really slow. Guess a lot of that is going to be because I'm not using Devastate at all yet. Thankfully, with Neutron Aegis, I'll need to defend a little less. I should be able to actually use my other cards a bit more. Oh, there's the rest of my stars gone? What? Alright, there we go. Let's get even more ooh. No, I don't need to use that secret weapon. I'll let it cycle. Mm-hmm. $18, 8, 26. Okay, I don't have to turn back around. I want to try and focus on Rocket as much as possible here. Sovereign Blade 72 with vulnerability? Can I get it? 167? 2, 3. Make it so. Sovereign Blade. How defensive is my draw? Particle Wall? Come on. Didn't get Particle Wall. Did get Bulwark as well as Weakness. That's important. Let's weaken you. Just throw up the Bulwark. I'm fully defended courtesy of my plating. I'm going to use Secret Weapon to draw Devastate. Hit you for another 49 this turn. We lose our Weakness next turn. I focus on Blade. Oh yeah, it was lovely to know that I still had the Particle Wall left in the deck waiting for me. 1, 2, there's Make It So. We'll make it so. Know Thy Place. Sovereign Blade. I was getting a little too tense near the end there. I'm glad that worked out. Make it so number 2. That's our damage plan. I don't think these deals are very good. I'm not feeling great.
You read the contracts thoroughly, have you not? You signed them with full intent and responsibility, no? Are you not going to fulfill your end of the bargain? How about another contract? Isn't that better?
Blood-soaked rose. Add Enthrall to your deck. Gain energy at the start of your turn. The Enthralled being the first card that you have to play whenever you draw it. I'm not really good at destroying cards from my draw, so that's a little bit of a problem. Distinguished Cape. Lose 9 max HP, add 3 apparitions to your deck. I gotta say, that would really help in our first cycle. That said, we wouldn't be using Bulwark that much in the first cycle if I was doing that. But we would be fishing for the Make It So's a lot. Music Box is really interesting, though. Music Box. Create an ethereal copy of the first attack you play each turn. So, Make It So, if it's my first attack, makes an ethereal copy. Ethereal, not exhaust. Ethereal. So as long as I play it, it stays in the deck. And then I play enough skill cards the next turn, and then I play Make It So again. I think we go Music Box, and I think we try and Make It So. I like this. 1 late elite, 3 upgrades. I'm going, what's a Relic low percent? That's my speedrun category. Devastate 60 to a single target? I can't finish a target off this turn, though. Which means I should defend instead. Which means I have to use Cloak of Stars to do 0. Oh, I forgot! Of course! Never mind. Let's make it so. That's literally what I do. Make some stuff so. Then... Falling Star at the front. Save a little bit of HP. Oh, God. Alright, let's... Monologue. Glow. I'll play a Particle Wall. There's my Makes It So's. 1, 2, 3, 4. Time to glow. God damn it. I thought I had significantly more skills than that. Manifest Authority. That's not going to change anything. Oops. 10 more damage than I wanted to take that turn. Secret weapon and make it so from the draw pile, so I can make it so, then make it so, then make it so, then glow. Monologue. Then we can make it so, make it so, make it so. Okay, this is a deck. This is a real deck. All I need to do is basically cut offense. Offense is no longer a part of this deck. Reflect! I mean, I hit glow, and glow is actually pretty good there as well, but reflect. Gain 17 block. Blocked attack damage is reflected your attacker this turn. Radiate's not a bad damage card for us as well. Deals 3 damage to all enemies for each star gain this turn. That said, it's not a skill. Wing Charm. A random card in each card reward is enchanted with Swift 1. The first time you play this, draw a card. Yes. That'll make a lot of cards a lot better than they were previously. I think Falling Star can probably be cut from this deck, although the additional source of vulnerability may be still needed. Monologue isn't doing much, but when I use it with the Make It So's, suddenly it's doing a lot. I feel like Crash Landing still has a place in this deck. Yeah, no, Falling Star I think is probably our worst card remaining. I'll take another Glow. Given what we're doing with this deck, I think actually Glow is really important. Okay, Monologue, know thy place. Venerate, because I want the better Make It So to be the one that we dupe. It's upgraded and it's sharp. Yeah. Bulwark. Hidden Cache. Cloak of Stars. Make it so. Make it so. Make it so. Make it so. Hell yeah. This is a deck. This is a real deck. We might actually kill the Door Lord. Not that the Door Lord is especially hard to kill, but I haven't been doing it. Manifest Authority. That is not a skill, unfortunately, buddy. That's not what I wanted to see. 26, 40. I can kill you, though. So I'll do that. Oh, you! Right. Right. I'm gonna fix that turn. I miscounted the kill, but I definitely had lethal in hand. One, two, three. Make it so. See? That's all fine. This turn's the Glow, Bulwark, Cloak of Stars. Make it so, 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 so. And then... Low... What? What happened? This turn is different. I had more stars last time. What? What? Huh? What? What? Did I miscount something? Alright, I'm just gonna defend. Monologue. Venerate. Cloak of Stars. So. Blow and Devastate. I don't think upgraded Bulwarks can really be part of my draw anymore. I don't have enough energy to really support them. I have no cards with Exhaust that can be enchanted, so I just have to accept the Old Soul whenever I exhaust a card. A thing I don't do. I deal 1 damage to a random enemy. Alright, well, it is important that you know thy place. And I glow thy place, and then we manifest some authority. Make it so. Alright, next time I play a skill, I'm going to draw all the Make It So's back into hand. I really wish I had a counter for that. I don't know, like, I know it's every 3 skills, and I know they even respect skills played when when they're in your hand. I guess they don't respect skills across turns, though. Which I thought they did, but it's fine. Yeah, ideally I have to take down both of you this turn, so I don't deal with the incoming damage. Bulwark Neutron Aegis. Take 1 damage this turn. Oh, Reflect is definitely useful here. Reflects, stars. I'll manifest, and then there's all the makes it so's. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll splash. Tear asunder. Let the Reflect do a lot of the rest of the work for us. Saw Blade, Crash Landing, go. Particle Wall, Collision Course, and Kingly Punch. I think I'm fine there. Let's upgrade the Manifest Authority. I think I'm probably good enough on stars. I don't need to upgrade. Ooh, Lizard Tail. If you would die, heal to 50% of your max HP. That's really promising for the final fight. Most of these cards I would be fine with not seeing. I'm gonna upgrade to make it so because of how consistent it is. Lose 15 HP, upgrade 3 random cards, Monologue, Venerate, and Gather Light. Sounds good to me. I'll rest at the next site. Probably resting at the final site as well. 1, 2, 3. Make it so, make it so, make it so. Then glow. Make it so, make it so, make it so. Pretty good turn. Monologue, Know Thy Place. Glow. So. My star cost is going okay. I'll Bulwark rather than Venerate there. Crash Landing to get exactly 1 debris in hand. Seems pretty good. I'm going to Crash Landing. I'm going to Neutron Aegis. And I will Hidden Cache Plus. Make sure I'm relatively defended for the next cycle. 40 incoming this turn is kind of terrifying, but... Ooh. Make it so initially. Ooh, here it goes.
Make it all so.
Glow, Manifest Authority. I'll gather some light, and then it's time to continue making it. Full defense. 14 damage this turn will do it. And that's what the bag does. Sorry, the bag. I saw the bag and immediately started thinking about the bag, but it was a Sovereign Blade that did that. At the start of combat, draw 2 additional cards, as well as a Strength Potion. Ooh! Upgraded Quasar with Swift. Yes, please. Get an upgraded colorless card for only 2 stars. Gonna Gather Light, because it's full defense this turn easy. Then Glow. Hidden Cache. Make it so, make it so, make it so. I could return them to hand, but I don't really benefit from doing that. Very glad to have access to Reflect this turn. Sadly, it's not as much defense as I need. Okay, that'll help. Reflect, Glow. Hey, we did get Know Thy Place. I wasn't going to ask for it, but I did know that if we drew that, we were also going to get so much more damage. Quasar first. Hidden Gem. Hidden Gem. Ah, hit Monologue. Draw Monologue? No, just draw the Make It So's and finish him off. That Strength Pod's going to be so good in the final fight. I don't need any of those. This one's a rest, just for safety. Perfect amount of HP. Let's go, Norlord! How does cowardice work in this game? I'm putting a mental note in my mind right now. Remember at the end of the run to discuss what I think I've learned about this character and why I think I'm here. Manifest Authority. Yeah, I'm not against splashing. Ooh. Mangle. Pretty good splash. Should I get another copy of this? Probably not. Okay. Power number 3. Well, sorry, ability, skill number 3. There we go. 1, 2, 3. Mangle for defense. Monologue, Quasar pulls. Oh boy. I mean, Dark Shackles, but I think I can get away with finesse is the reason. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. Dark Shackles would have been obviously ridiculous against the enemy this turn, but I could also just let them hit themselves in the face maybe. That seems fun too. Also, I could just break their block this turn. Break the door down. Oh, no, wait. You can just turn into Donnie from the from the Thornberries.
Get him with the make it so.
Part of why I'm here is definitely because I've found like a combo, capital C combo. But I don't think that's all of it. Very poorly defended this turn. Woof. Let's start making it so I can only play Particle Wall once. Maybe it... Oh, I can't even get... This is probably our colorless fish turn then. I'm not gambiting. You can't make me. I'm not doing the thing I just did. Your eyes are actually lying to you. I'm doing something else. It's a very, very, very risky mistake to make. I did not think I had that card in hand. So blade. I mistook it for another make it so. Okay. Quasar for Hidden Gem. Hidden Gem, Gather Light, and make it so. Woo! Got him! Also, I did have the lizard tail by the by. I was always gonna be okay. That's it. Everyone's up to Ascension 10 now. Ugh. Okay. What do I think I've learned about the Regent? The Regent... So the Regent has some like, you know... The Regent has some cards that kind of bridge a little bit. Like, Bulwark is very, very good at defending you, as well as amping up a blade for you to be able to finish the fight later. Devastate is, you know, a little bit star costly, but also ends fights. Make it so, and then playing around Make it so is just incredibly powerful as well. But, cowardice. It's cowardice. It's... Look how few... I fought... So one of these from one of these. So I fought one elite in the first 2 floors total. However, I used that time and the precarious shears and all of the upgrade spaces that I could get to get myself into a very, very, very powerful archetype. And I think part of the problem I consistently run into with Regent is... Maybe I shouldn't talk about this in terms of archetypes and cores. Very powerful deck, right? It wasn't necessarily just one archetype that exists in here. There's Stargain, there's, you know, Make It So, Crash Landing is a kind of get-by, but even then I didn't draft that. Neutron Aegis is a defensive get-by. Like, this is not like just drafting, you know, paint by numbers, get the archetype. It was, what can I do? And then... I need to upgrade these before I face any challenge. I need to have 2 or 3 upgrades on the first floor to significant cards. And if I take elites, I'm going to have to rest, which means I'm not going to upgrade those cards, which means I have to fight the boss without upgrading those cards, which means I need to go to the next floor, and then I need to start resting again, and then I end up in a death spiral. Whereas I think focusing on the strength of the deck rather than the strength of the consistent permanent effects from our relics might be significantly more important in STS2 than it was in STS1. And compounding that, I think it's significantly more important for Regent than most of the other classes. And a large amount of that is because I feel like a lot of the basic cards in Regent are, well, I mean, there's a reason that we've got 4 commons total in this deck. And if we don't count dupes, we've got, like, wait, 1, 2, 3. That's basic. 4, 5. Yeah, 5 different commons in the deck of 22. So perhaps it's about playing, which this is quite satisfying to me. This actually does turn out to be the answer. Perhaps it's about playing with a much more thin and well-managed deck, and then curating that to a degree before you then take on anything, rather than trying to find the things to take on the value challenges, and then using those value challenges to compound your strength until you can take on anything. Hell yeah. For the moment, though, my name has been Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Slay the Spire 2. Top left is a series playlist for all my content on the game, past, present, and future. YouTube's recommendation is down below. Streaming past are the names of the people so generously supporting the Republic on patreon.com/RhapsyPlays. Our above the thank tier. And special thanks this episode to Nick Starfield. Hopefully you all have been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you all next time.